Can you believe it? It's in one of the driest places on Earth, where water is more precious than gold. People are erecting giant nets to fish for water from the sky. No drilling wells, no building dams, and not a single drop of gasoline used. An idea. That sounds crazy from German engineers, bringing nets to the desert to catch clouds. But the results will give you goosebumps. How can a simple plastic mesh save an entire dead land? The answer lies right there, in that mist. To fully understand this extraordinary story, let's go back to 2016, to the Anti-Atlas Mountains in southern Morocco. A land that seems forgotten by the world, trapped between the dry winds blowing ceaselessly from the Sahara Desert. Here, the concept of rain is an extreme luxury. Rain falls only a few sparse times a year, and the dry season can last for hundreds of days, scorching all life on the ground. Groundwater is running out year by year. The few remaining wells are mostly salty or filled with toxic minerals, completely undrinkable. Heartbreaking statistics show that over 60% of the population here has no clean water at home every morning, before the sun even rises. The most familiar sight here is groups of people, mostly women and children, beginning their grueling journey. They have to walk dozens of kilometers, climbing over sharp, dangerous rocky slopes just to bring back a few cans of murky water. Water here is not just life. It is a burden weighing on their shoulders, stealing school time from children and health from the elderly. However, nature always hides teasing paradoxes. The people here live in burning thirst, but in reality, they are surrounded by water without even knowing it. Millions of liters floating right before their eyes. This paradox inspired the Wasserstiftung, the German water foundation, to step in. German scientists traveled to the site to conduct field surveys with keen observation. They noticed a strange sign: moss still growing green on old tree trunks and dry cliffs. That is undeniable proof that the humidity in the air here is extremely. Their analysis showed that the fog in the Anti-Atlas contains a massive amount of water vapor. The only question left was how to catch those tiny droplets before they evaporate. The answer is CloudFisher, also known as cloud-catching nets. This is a breakthrough invention. At first glance from afar, they look like giant billboards, forgotten on the mountain. But in reality, this is a masterpiece of engineering. After 18 months of testing, they selected a special 3D mesh made of ultra-durable polyethylene. The key lies in the parallel 3D double-layer mesh structure. The operating principle is based on natural condensation. When wind blows fog through the mesh, water droplets get trapped. Initially, just tiny shimmering beads, but as they accumulate, they merge into larger drops under the influence of gravity and the vertical frame design. These drops slowly slide downward. They fall into a V-shaped collection, gutter placed parallel to the ground, then flow straight into the pipeline. But from design drawings to actual construction was a long road full of blood and sweat. Installing this system on a mountain peak over 2,000 meters high, where the terrain is treacherous, was an extreme challenge. No heavy trucks, no cranes, everything was done almost entirely by hand. They had to dig holes a meter deep into solid rock using manual tools to bury the load-bearing steel posts. The image of workers hanging suspended on rope ladders to stretch every square meter of 3D mesh is truly impressive. Every connection point must be tightened absolutely perfectly to withstand desert storms. The CloudFisher structure is designed as independent modules. No electricity needed, no fuel consumed. It only requires three things: wind, fog, and gravity. Then, the extraordinary effort was rewarded. When the system went into operation, the white nets looked like sails filled with wind. On average, 10 nets can collect up to 1,000 liters of water per day. Water from the collection gutters is channeled through a closed pipeline system to central tanks. From here, clean water flows straight to the tap of every household. Imagine the sheer joy of the locals when, for the first time in their lives, they simply turn a tap to get clean water. This project has completely changed the face of the region. Women no longer have to walk to fetch dirty water. Children have more time to go to school. Livestock have water to drink, and agriculture is beginning to revive. Photos of ripe red tomatoes and lush green vegetable gardens growing right on this rocky, barren land are the most powerful proof of the project's success to date. The project has provided clean water to thousands of people. The story of the cloud-catching nets in Morocco is a lesson on how humans observe and rely on nature instead.